Okay, the amazing Gourmet Race. This is an awesome piece of music, and it's really fun for ensemble playing. We're looking at Guitar 3, Gourmet Race. This is essentially our beginner's chart. Now, at the start of your music, you have an A section, which is 2 bars long, and it has this thing called a tacit. I didn't put that tacit thing on my explanation thing here, thingy-majiggy. But you'll see like this thick black line with 2 sticks stretching it out. And the number 2, that means rest for 2 bars. Sorry about my funky 2 there. So your first 2 bars for you are resting, and you come in the B section in bar 3 with an accented note. It's actually E, G, not this way around. Later on you do play G and E in bar 7. But an accent means to play that note louder than the other notes around it. And you're not playing anything around there, but so you have to sort of presume as though you were playing and play a little bit louder than what you would be playing. So if it's like this loud, then your note's going to be a bit louder than that. Then it's back to normal in the 4th bar. Some other key features in this music. In the C section, bar number 14, you have this lovely little phrase where you have an open B, that's this note here, and then you have a B flat, which is on your 3rd string, 3rd fret. So I love this note in the context of the music. It sounds really cool in the chord. So B to B flat, and then it says quavers of G, 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 B flat, D, and then G. Now to finger all that across, it's a little tricky. So I'd actually would finger that like this with 2, 3, and 4. Another way to do it is like a chord, but you don't really want to sustain a chord. Your part's really melodic there. So G, G, Bess, so Bess is B flat, G, G, Bess, D, G. Now if you're playing notes that are that quick in succession, because the tempo is something like, to be able to do this with one finger is way too tricky. I can do it, but you can hear it also making other notes as I pull the finger off again. That's a bad idea. Let's do 2, 3, 4, and it's actually easy to do. So give that a shot. You're going to have to pivot your wrist a little bit, so you turn your thumb back in towards your face, and your wrist is pivoting, and that way all fingers can stand inside that fret. It's pretty cool. I love that bit. Now, something else that is super cool in this song is the D section. So D section is line 4, bar number 19. You have rests followed by notes on your upbeats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's really important that you practice this rhythm and practice this timing at home. You really need to practice this. You can't just practice in ensemble time. You should know how to do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm actually stopping the note and playing it. So I don't take it all off. I just relax the finger so it stops the sound of a note. Do you hear that? That's that hand, not this one. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Join in. 3 and 4 and rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and keep going. Change the note to G. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. I just stopped there in bar 22. Now, something that's cool about that is in bar 21 you've got these upbeats, and from that upbeat you go straight into a downbeat. I really like this, it's fun. So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So there's a nice quick sound here between the upbeat and the downbeat in the next bar. And 1, da, da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, da, da. E section. Now your notes change. So have a practice of that. It's really fun to do, but it's also very important for the ensemble as a whole that everyone is synchronized in time there and is playing a rest at the start of the beat and an upbeat note. It's very tricky to do, so you need to practice it. Okay, let's go to the G section now. In the G section you have a semiquaver rhythm, and a semiquaver is when we break our beat. Instead of breaking it in half like we do with eighths or quavers, is we break it into 4s. Now in this case we've got a long quaver which takes up 3 semiquavers worth, So that's one E and worth of sound, and the at the end is this last little semi-quaver 16th note. So 16th being half of an eighth. 1, a 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. That's that rhythm. Maybe we'll try that. Let's just play the F sharp note the whole way. There's your F sharp on the 2nd fret. Let's try it. It's going to be 1, a 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Let's give that a shot. 3, 4. 1, a 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Okay? Is that all it needs to be there? Oh, there's a fermata at the end of the music, but it's not in the final bar. It's in the bar before the final. So you're going to have to play that second time ending. This is the bar number 50 something. It's the second last bar of the music. And you're going to play F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, and you're looking at the conductor with the fermata. And then the conductor says, now, and everyone goes on the last note together. Okay, so you're going to have to keep your eyes up for that last bar. So it's a good idea to practice this at home so you've memorized F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, look up, G. Okay? Okay, let's have a play through your part. Nice and slow though. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A section resting. 3 and 4 and second bar. 2. Ready for the loud B section now. Rest. Rest. B, normal volume. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Accent. G, rest. B, rest. B, C, B, 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 C, C, B, 4, G, G. Quavers. Accent. Rest. 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 B, rest. B, E, E, A, C, B, D, B, G. Ready for the D section? 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and downbeat. E section, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and downbeat. Getting louder. Getting louder. Sorry, the note there. Made a mistake, sorry. C. This is G section. Da, 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 da. Ready for the semiquaver? 2, 3. H section. Oh, sorry. Can we do that again? I don't want to do the whole video again. Let's go from H. Ready? My apologies. Just so you know too, at the end of the F section, I made a mistake. I played an extra, I played an F sharp too early. I went E, F sharp, G, but it should be E, E, F sharp, G at the end of that. Okay? So if you're playing something you think's right and it sounds wrong when you're playing along, that's me, sorry. Okay, so this H section, yeah, look, I think it's actually easier to play it this way in the long run. So can you take your first finger, put it on D, on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, second finger on B, which is on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and then 3rd finger on G, which is the 4th string, 5th fret. Check you've got those notes. This is a G chord, and that's actually the notes you've got in the letter H section in the music. So it's G, B, D, B. Then it moves down to the 2nd position. Your hand changes a bit. This finger, the 3rd finger, actually just comes down with the rest and stays on the 4th finger like that. But these two switch. So instead of having A sharp and C sharp, we've got A and D. So that's the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And my 3rd finger is on the 4th string, 4th fret. So that's just one fret down only. That's this change. So from H it goes change down. Cool. Then you come back up. There's a little difference here. It has an E note. So instead of playing D here, I'm going to put my pinky finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. So these two are on the same fret. Pretty cool, eh? Alright, and then I'm going to go down to position 2, and I'm going to make this same shape of the G chord, but down a string set and down a fret. So that gives me F sharp, D and B. So F sharp, D and B. Check you got those notes. So it's D, F sharp, D, B. Now at this point you can basically drop these chord shapes, okay? So you go C, E, D, F sharp, G. I use my pinky there, it's just a bit easier. Okay, now we're in the second last line. And in that second last line it does the same chord shapes we just went through. So let's just practice from H. Ready with this chord here? 1, 2, really slow. G, B, D, B, move down, F sharp, A, D, A, move back up, G, put the 4th finger in, move down, D, F sharp, D, B, now open position, C, E, D, F sharp, pinky finger, G, B, B, G. Bar 41. Whoops, sorry. Go up position. D, B, F sharp, A, D, A. Back up position. G, B, E with the pinky finger. Now the B minor chord. Last line, we're almost there. Good thing it's fun to play. Now second finger, this has to be F sharp. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. First bar. Now your repeat sign takes you back to the start of the music. You go all the way back to the start, which means you're resting and the other members of the band are playing something for 2 bars. Then you come in with the... Okay? Now your last bar will just be... So the last 3 bars for you will be bar number 49, then you jump over to bar, 2nd time bar, and then play the final bar. Don't forget in the 2nd time bar, the fermata sign, this one, you've got to look up at the conductor. So it is from the F sharp notes in bar 49, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, 2nd time bar, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, look up, then the G with the conductor. Cool? Alright, this is a really fun piece of music, so take the time to learn it. I know it's a bit tricky and there's a little, when you're playing it slow it can be like a little tedious, but when you're playing it with the ensemble it actually sounds like magnificent. It's really fun. So it really is worth learning well.